Hey, Metal Driver here, back with another WWE review, and today I'll be looking at the Elite Greatest Hits, Rock. On the side, we get an image of The Rock, then on the back we get another image, a brief bio, career highlights, a description of this figure, and the rest of the figures that are in this wave. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at The Rock. And here we have the most electrifying man in sports entertainment out of the packaging, but before we take a look at the figure, let's look at the accessories that he comes with. He comes with a fisted hand and a gripping hand, and the matching hands are already on the figure. He comes with a microphone that features the WWE Scratch logo, painted pretty well, and then we have it on the other side. Then he comes with a soft goods shirt that he often wore back in the Attitude Era, those expensive shirts. Can't remember how much he would always say, was it 500, 800? One of those. Now the printing looks really nice on the shirt. You get this nice designs here of this lion. It's a really nice pattern. You get that same image right here on the sleeves, on the back as well. So this is not a brand new shirt, obviously, because this entire figure is an upgraded re-release of the Best of the Attitude Era Elite Rock, and the shirts are identical here, as they should be, so I don't really see much of a difference. Actually, just a slight different color on the lions on the new one, and a little bit of a different shade of gold on the rings around here. But aside from that, they're pretty much the same. Now, this is not the original head sculpt that came with that figure. I did swap that out. He comes with a gold chain necklace and a pair of sunglasses already on the figure. All these pieces are removable. And then taking off the sunglasses, we do see the head sculpt. Now, this is not brand new. This is the same one as the original version, which is to be expected because this entire wave of figures are re-releases of old Elite figures that are upgraded, so this one does have a bit of that upgrade with the True Effects printing, so I do appreciate that, if I'm going to stay positive, but I am not a fan of this head sculpt. This is one of those head sculpts that I hope gets retired, and we never see it again because there are several other Attitude Era Rock head sculpts that have come out that are much better than this. In fact, you saw with my original version of this figure, I swapped the head out and put the Rock and Stock 2-pack head sculpt on that figure, and that looks much better and more accurate in my opinion, because this Rock does not have long sideburns. Now, it's not to say that he did not wear these type of clothes with the no sideburns look back in late 2001. He did sometimes, but usually I think of this version of the Rock with the longer sideburns. So the printing does look good on the face, the eyes, the lips, the eyebrows look good, but I'm just going to end up popping this head off and putting that other head sculpt on here, and it would have been nice to see something else, maybe one of the head sculpts from the Ultimate Rock or the Series 100 that was also released with that 2-pack with Triple H. Personally, I would have liked that. Then we do see a standard Attitude Era Rock torso that we've seen many times before. I think this is a fine choice. This looks good. Then as I mentioned, this is an upgraded figure, so we do get pinless double jointed elbows, something that the original did not have. In fact, the original, you couldn't even swap hands on that, so that is nice, so I do like that a lot. Here's a close-up of the Brahma Bull tattoo, painted very well. And then we get these dress pants for the lower legs, which we have seen before. So it's got that old school style of Mattel hip articulation that you used to see with the DCUC figures, so it would be nice if sometime down the road we get an upgraded version of these dress pants with some better looking articulation. And speaking of articulation, the head is on a ball joint. It goes that high up, that far down, can turn side to side, and tilts very well. Shoulder goes that high up, rotates all the way around. There is a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, a swivel and hinge at the wrist. He crunches that far forward, goes that far back, waist swivel. As we saw, the legs go that far out. They go that high up, thigh cut, double jointed knees, ankle goes that high up, that far down, and some really good ankle pivot. And here we have the new Greatest Hits Elite Rock next to the original Best of the Attitude Era Rock. However, that one again, I swapped the head off, so this kind of gives you an idea what this new one would look with a better head sculpt. Then here he is next to the basic Series 125 Rock figure, which has a similar head sculpt. However, that one had the pointed sideburns that were about mid-length. Those were the type of sideburns that he had throughout the year 2000, so if you wanted to swap that head onto the new Greatest Hits figure, I think that would look good as well. So, what are my final thoughts on the new Greatest Hits Elite Rock figure? Well, aside from my complaint about the head sculpt and me not being a fan of it, I can't really hate on Mattel for the head sculpt because this is pretty much a straight re-release with the modern upgrades that we get with Elite figures now. So, in that case, yeah, this is pretty good. I like that I have it even though I have the original one. This one's better because you can swap hands out and he's got double jointed elbows, so that's a big win on my book. And if you missed out on that figure, which at one point that figure was about about 70 to 100 bucks on eBay. It got quite expensive. If you missed out on that, now's your chance to have that figure, which was really good to begin with, in your collection. So I like it so far. I'm excited to review the rest of the greatest hits wave. Hopefully Mattel continues to do more of these. I think they said they're looking to do at least one a year. I'm totally fine with that. Hopefully it does very well. And if you want to see more, I say pick this up or pick a few other figures from the wave up, because this one is certainly worth adding to your collection. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want a chance to get a shout out in the next video, leave a comment down below. Just like Muhammad Sendikia said on the 96 Nakamura review, and said that the Ultimate Edition one is better. And yeah, even though I don't have that figure, I think I can agree with that. Check out my social media to be up to date with all my wrestling figure photography, and I'll see you next time.